Buongiorno YouTube, Trev here, something or nothing, back out in the garden. I'm going to do some more Trangia cooking today. So, again, got the Trangia Mini set, got my ingredients. Right, today I am going to cook, or attempt to cook, a sausage casserole on the Trangia Mini. Now it's worth mentioning, before I go any further, I'd like to give a shout out to Tom of Off the Beaten Pot, because if it wasn't for him I wouldn't be cooking on a Trangia, I'd be having boil in the bag foods. And also, if you're not really interested in cooking out on the site, you like boil in the bags but you want something a bit tastier, then stay tuned and I'll share another little tip for you of how to have delicious gourmet meals out on the trail. But without any further ado, let's get cooking. Okay, so what I've got my Trangia Mini. I bought my Jetboil Zip. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cook my pasta in that, and we'll get that going first because the pasta's going to take longer and to get it up to heat. And also in a minute we will need some more water. I'll show you why. Then what I've prepared at home before I came out, I chopped up some onions, garlic and peppers. I poured a quarter of a tin of chopped tomatoes. I didn't want too much, it gets a bit too tomatoey, and it's only me eating so I don't need it too tomatoey. I bought a beef stock cube and I chopped up some sausages ready to go. So that's all prepared at home. And then I've also grated up some cheese. I poured in some olive oil into a little pot, and then I've got some herbs, spices, salt and pepper and chilli flakes in there just to give it a bit of pep. Plus of course I bagged up some pasta. So let's set up the gear and get cooking. So today with the Jetboil Zip we can just put as much water as we need in there, because it's got to make sure there's enough to boil all our pasta in. 500 ml of water, and he's away. Right, that's lit. What I can do is put the water down out of the way a minute. Right, the Trangia's burning away now, so I get that on there. There is a little bit of wind coming from this direction today, so I might just set up a little windbreak. See if that prevents the wind at all. The water's boiled now, so what I do, that's ready to go in a minute for the pasta. I've got it up to heat. I'll just leave it off for a second whilst we come over here and get cooking. Right, so first things first, put the pot on, get some oil in the pot, get that oil up to heat, and once that starts going, and get the onions, pepper and garlic in, start frying. Wait for that to start to get up to heat. Yeah, starting to sizzle now. You hear that? It's good, yeah. Right, now that's sizzling away, we'll add the sausages. They'll come out. Fry the sausages up in with the peppers and the onion and the garlic. Leave that go for a minute. Now, remember what I said a minute ago? I've got some other ideas. If you think that's too much of a faff, you don't want to take all those ingredients out, then you might be interested in this. Hi YouTube, it's Trev here, something or nothing, talking today about cooking out on the trail. It's a great tip and a great alternative to the boil in the bags. Basically, you cook your own food at home when you're cooking a meal. If it's a big old meal and you and your wife can't eat it, you've got some left over, freeze it in these foil bags. They are absolutely brilliant. You can pick them up on Amazon. I'll put a link below so you can find your own. You can get all different sizes, so have a scroll through. When you've in the link, have a scroll through, select your different sizes, and then every time we cook, I bang up a meal, stick it in the freezer until the next time I go out. You can see I've built up a few of these. I've got spaghetti bologneses, chilies, anything like that. Minced beef works well. Beef stews, more chilli, pasta and sauce. Really simple. And all you do is you put it in, sort of boil it away for like 10 minutes in your jet boil or your whatever you boil your food in when you're out on the camp. And there you go, you've got gourmet, proper home cooked meal out on the trail. It probably costs less than your wayfarers or your usual boil in the bag foods, and it is absolutely delicious. So just grab yourself a stack of these, get cooking at home, freeze it up. You might just need to take a bit of rice with you to sort of have with your chilies and what have you, but for the main bulk of your meal, there you go. Okay, so that's cooking up now, browning off nicely. So we're nearly there, ready to put the tomato in. Just want to make sure they're cooked right through. They're not the best sausages anyway, they are quite a pale sausage. Now what we can do is add the herbs and the chili flakes. Put the pep in there, give it a quick stir of that in. Oh, I smell that. Taking hold already. And then we add the tomato and we stir it all in. We want that to simmer now. We don't need that quite so hot, so we close this up. We can put that on there to simmer. Right, and remember we boiled the water. So what I want to do now is just add a little bit of water into there. Just a touch. And then we put the beef stock cube in there. Just gives it a bit of flavour. You just want that to break down. While that's doing, come back down here, add the pasta into the water, turn it on, fire it up. So now everything's doing, just want this to break down. We can add that as well. So we can put the lid on that for a minute to let that simmer in there. Every now and again you want to come and stir. And then the pasta boiling away down here. It's going to take about 10 minutes to boil that through. So we just sit and wait for a little while. Whoa! Boiling over. If we take the lid off, that won't boil over so quick. Top up a little water just to cover it. This isn't going to work, is it? I shouldn't put the lid on. Can't get the bloody thing off. No, but that is smelling really nice. Simmering, cooking away nicely. Off. Oh, for sake. That's the trouble with jet balls, isn't it? They're all or nothing. So they're not really ideal for cooking. They're good for boiling stuff in the bag. What I also like to do is add some cheese into the sauce itself. So I put it in and it goes all nice and stringy in the sauce. Stir that in a minute. It's looking good. See how all the cheese makes the sauce sort of thicker, cheesier. pasta's almost done now. Any minute now. Just keep checking your sauce, keep giving that a stir. That's smelling really nice. So once that pasta's done with the jet ball, you can just put the lid back on, tip the water out, drain it all, keeping the pasta in there, and then what we do is just tip the pasta straight into there, stir it all together, put some more cheese on top, and we're eating. There we go. It's done. So tip the pasta in, give it a stir in, like that. Look at this. Put some more cheese on, and then we're away to go. And that is really good. There you go. Spicy sausage casserole. Bon appetit.